Looks like
If Beard's drawing a dog, maybe.
Yes.
We're back. I have been convinced by the evidence to allow Lilwyn and Runa to, like Kaz, take one action before they fall under the enchantment. I had not heard you guys discuss the plan to jump on the Chancellor before the flute playing starts. The fact that should the flute playing continue or the enchantment continue to some extent, you will be under the spell. But you're ready for it. You're both waiting. You jump in. The three of you, Kazador, Runa, Lilwyn, what do you do when the flute playing starts?
Pretty sure Runa's gonna light this place on fire.
Do we need to roll for initiative or
No.
I'm going to use.
I'm just gonna tell you, like, if you leap up on the stage, every guard in the room is pretty much gonna react in the way that you think guards would when the royal family gets threatened.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a key point to use Step of the Wind to jump towards him.
Okay, you leap from the ceiling.
Knock the flute out of his hand.
Okay, so you're gonna drop 20 feet.
Yeah.
And Step of the Wind allows you to do what?
It doubles my jump distance for one turn.
I'll allow it, especially with Spider Climb.
Yeah.
Okay. You begin fall jumping from the ceiling. Gravity for you is very strange right now. Not only is your head slowly being filled with the sound of flute playing and dancing, but you're heading up and then you're heading down, but it's still up for you.
Pretty awesome.
I need you to make an attack.
Okay.
At disadvantage to specifically target the flute.
Bust out.
You're going for his ocarina.
Let's do it. Let's do it. 2 nat 20s. How
Before
hard is
you
that?
roll,
Yeah.
would you like to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Very well.
It's a good idea.
Now only need to make a regular roll. You will hit the flute with your fist.
Yeah.
It does not break, nor does it get completely out of his hands.
Can I use a bonus action, or will I already use my key point to double jump?
I mean, you have more key points, right?
Yeah.
You're not limited to the number
So you've
of
only
key
used 2 key points so far, if I recall.
Yeah.
So how
You're
many
not
key points do you
limited
have?
to 4 rounds?
I think I only used one because she gave me the spider climb ability.
That's true. You didn't dash back. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna bonus action real quick to.
To push him, to grab the flute and push him away from it.
So let's see here. Step of the Wind is. So unfortunately, you can use Step of the Wind. Bonus action. Okay, so you use Step of the Wind solely for the jump distance doubling. You didn't use it as part of your bonus action, so you still have a bonus action. You can still flurry of blows.
I do that.
These, however, are at disadvantage.
Okay. I get 2 punches. Is that right?
Yes.
Oof, not
Well,
20.
but I need you to roll again because it's
Oh yeah, that's right.
disadvantage.
No.
So your second attack's gonna miss, and your first attack also misses because you have 8s on all of them.
Wow, dude.
So you're like
Screw you, Sweden.
you're punching him, and he's like, ah! Lilwyn, you fling open the doors. Everyone around you is like starting to move real weird. Everyone looks at the stage and they're like, is that the princess? Kazador's getting up out of his chair. Runa is falling from the ceiling right now. You recognize Rik-Jaxx like standing up, hammer river dancing. He looks like a World of Warcraft character. At some point, his whole body unnaturally does a 360-degree turn. while high stepping, you're just like, what? That's not physically possible.
breakdancing is back?
What do you want to do? You're 10 feet behind the chancellors on the other side of the massive throne dais that is your parents. Your dad and your mom are sitting on the bench that the chancellor should be sitting on. Just looking around like super weirded out, but kind of jamming with the groove.
So the first thing I want to do is open the door, obviously. Well, you said I did that, never mind. And then
Doors
I
open.
want to turn into a wolf and try to grab the ocarina.
Sure. You just turn into a wolf. Great. You run along.
Isn't Legend of Zelda at all.
As Runa is like trying to punch for the ocarina, you leap over top of the Chancellor. Your wolf body is on his head, and he's like, "Oh, no, 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 no." Then you reach your massive wolf jaws down and try to rip the ocarina away. Make your attack at disadvantage.
I have pack tactics, which gives me advantage.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. You just make a normal roll then.
Do it!
Man, that's a good pick. That's a very good pick. Oh, and Runa's part of your pack now.
Yeah.
Yep. You hit the ocarina. Make a damage roll.
Give us that sweet, sweet damage.
9 points of damage. Kazador. You see the doors open behind the Chancellor. Runa is falling from the ceiling. A wolf is leaping over the throne. What do you do? Shit is... You have no idea what's happening. Shit is getting fucking unreal in here.
Yeah, I'm dashing forward, and I think I'm gonna end it there.
Okay.
Wherever my dash ends.
Yep,
me.
that would end you right about there. Right, you managed to leap up onto the stage.
Okay.
The king and the queen are looking very shocked at your scandalous weapon drawn run towards the stage.
Sir, we mean no harm. We are your this chancellor has you under a spell.
Make a persuasion roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
Connor's just gonna be like, 2 nat 20s, no problem, Arthur. Nope, double 11s. All right. The king is just like, a spell. No, what? Guards, seize him! Mortrick, what are you doing in the bathroom? You suddenly hear some flute playing at a distance.
I do hear the flute playing in the distance.
It's not. There's no magical effect to you at this distance.
Okay,
It's very vague.
All right, I've been waiting for the flute playing, so when I hear the flute playing stop, I'm gonna head back towards the room.
Okay, the flute playing stops. You start heading towards the room. Lilwyn, you've thrown the flute 10 feet away from the Chancellor. He's trying to get up with Runa standing in front of him, and you're over top of him. And he's like, "You fools! You don't know what you've done! Get your wolf off of me, Runa!"
No.
That ocarina is cursed.
No, you
magic.
idiots! Yes, the ocarina is magical. And he starts like stomping towards the ocarina. He's like, "I must continue playing. The security of the world depends on it."
I'll push him away.
Okay, make a strength check. Versus him.
Strength.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he's a half elf man, but he's rather thin and low in weight. You push him out of the way very easily, and he's just like, "What are you doing? Are you some ruffian? Guards, seize this woman at once!" The guards are like super confused. They're halfway towards Kazador, halfway towards Runa, and they're just like, "What?"
Do I remember what we're supposed to do with the ocarina? We're supposed to break it, or are we supposed to grab it and...
Well, the last time you had that meeting with the bird, right? You met up with the bird. Gave you a note. Mechanical bird.
You burned it.
And I remember that note.
Yeah.
Do you make an intelligence check real quick to see if you remember the note? You very specifically burned it.
So that I could remember.
Well, that the game allows you to attempt to remember. Okay, 16. Yeah, that'll... Okay. You recall that your purpose here is to gather the 5 items that seal the Demon Lord.
Right.
Breaking this thing would be very bad.
Unseal it. Got it.
Would start unsealing the Demon Lord. You also know that you've been warned to never allow Mortrick to use the flute.
I remember that part, yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. The Chancellor is just like, "Stop pushing me around. If these people snap out of the enchantment, we're going to have a lot of problems, all of us."
You will have a lot of
So,
problems.
You don't understand. The king and the queen are fools. They are idiots that have been wasting all of the resources of the kingdom on stupid parties. The world is turning to darkness all around us. You could see the shadows rising at the edge of the land. The empire is moving on our kingdom, and they were going to sit here and piss it all away. And he's like trying to get past you. He's like, I must play the flute. We must defend ourselves. We must prepare for the end. You know nothing of the demon lord.
you are disloyal. And then I pick up the flute and can I pick up the ocarina? Where is it exactly?
Okay, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw real quick, Kazador, when you pick up the flute.
All right.
A 3.
Ouch.
Kazador,
You have no idea where it is.
everything around you stops. Your heart isn't beating. You don't need breath. So, you're Kazador Whiteknuckle. You hear a voice in your mind. And you know that though you can't breathe or speak, you can respond with your thoughts.
Yes, I am, demon, and we're coming for you.
Are you? It would seem that you are not, in fact, coming for me.
Maybe not right now.
It would be wiser for you to destroy this flute.
Oh, no such thing. We need this. We need this ocarina.
It would seem that my apprentice has led the world astray, then. You, Kazador Whiteknuckle, you are not like your companions. You do not lack for patience, nor time. For you are an old creature, a dwarf. However, what you lack is courage. You are always running from one place to another. I can give that to you, Kazador. The courage to face your enemies with overwhelming might. To never feel fear again. To rebuild the Whiteknuckle dynasty. Why serve as one of its youngest members when you can rule over your companions?
I'll take no shortcuts from a demon.
The new elder of the Whiteknuckle clan. Father of a generation.
It's my wish, but I would not take it from a demon.
Are you racist against demons too?
Perhaps in time you will regret this, Kazador. But for now, I will respect your wishes. If we speak again, perhaps you will be more receptive. And then you're able to speak again as time restarts.
So that's the kind of creature you've been dealing with, Chancellor.
Chancellor just looks at you, he's like, what?
This demon, the demon that speaks through this ocarina only speaks lies.
What are you talking about?
When I picked up the ocarina, I spoke with the demon just now.
He looks just completely confused.
Don't try and lie to all of us. You've had everyone under a spell. There have been no paladins through here. I'm sure of it now.
So the king is like standing up and he looks around and he's just like, why is there a wolf on the dais?
I'm
Remington Dunslow, what are you doing in my chair? And why am I wearing this awful, hideous outfit?
And why did you announce the Chancellor's
And
entrance?
who the hell are you? And why do you have the Chancellor's flute? Guards, seize him! Seize her!
Stop being a wolf.
Mortrick, you come into the hall. The king's just like, seize that man as well!
All right, I come into oh, I'm a zombie like you. Oh, are we not doing that? Hey, we brought your daughter back.
So the two guards at the door immediately sees you, Mortrick. You just walk in the room and they grab you by your biceps.
200.
The king is just like, Lilywin, why are you dressed like a human? A human harlot?
Wait, what?
Looks like a nurse or a nun.
Exactly. Why are you dressing up like some sort of human harlot?
I had to sneak into the castle because the chancellor put you all under the spell, and these guys.
What do you mean? What?
That's us.
We just
Yeah, the
we just
people you're
saved their
arresting.
kingdom.
Please stop arresting them.
Stop arresting them temporarily.
I'm gonna shake him off and be like, yeah, I'm with her, and I brought her back, and that's 200. I want to see
That one's
them
my least favorite.
in
though.
a bag.
Also my least.
Leave.
And mine.
Rik-Jaxx, you're just hiding in the crowd. No one has noticed you.
Like, that's okay. I don't need you guys. I know
Greatest rogue ever.
The king is just like, someone explain what is happening here, or I'll kill
right.
the one that's talking up on the stairs.
This flute.
I'll stand next to
my
Little
job
One.
here. Let me tell you. Let me lay you down what's been going on.
Mortrick, just let me take this for a
Just
second.
shush. I'll stand next to Little One and give her more presents to talk to her parents about.
Sorry,
what's going-
Rik-Jaxx, are you running to jump up on the stage?
I was hoping so.
All right, as you do, all the guards like, ah! And like one of them leaps in front of the king and he's just like, King Andrewin! Like people are getting ready to throw spears at you.
Wait, no, that one's good too. Don't kill him.
The king is like, don't kill him either, even if he has terrible judgment.
Rik-Jaxx, you like me, right?
We'll talk about this later.
What? It's a yes or no question.
I'm withholding my action.
Nice.
All right, so the chancellor is struggling against Runa, and he's just like, "You fools! You've damned us all, and your dwarf over there is consorting with the demon lord. You can't trust anything he says. He's already under their spell.
I trust him more than I trust you.
Then you are a fool.
I only know the lies, and he's
What
still
wishes did the
doing it.
demon lord take from you? What lies has he granted you?
I refuse to.
You have damned us all, Kazador."
You should arrest the counselor.
So the king is just like, "I thought I fired the chancellor like yesterday."
It's been several weeks. He's had you under a spell for playing the flute.
2 weeks.
I thought it was like 6.
It's 6.
Six.
So the king is like, "I've been under the spell for 6 weeks."
6 weeks.
Your mom shows up and she's just like, 6 weeks? Okay, let's execute the chancellor right here. And, let's keep the dinner party going. So, like, the guards are taking the chancellor and, like, lowering him to the knees. And one of them's pulling out a pole axe to cut the chancellor's head off. So your mom is just like, "Lilwyn, you come over here. You've been so strong bringing back an adventuring party. I think it's time to recognize you as an
You
adult."
brought her back. That's 200.
So in the background, you just hear like a noise. Runa, your sandals are starting to run a little red with some blood as the chancellor begins bleeding all over you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna move away from that. I just got this outfit. Don't fuck it up for me.
So Lilwyn, your mom's just like, "Okay, well now that that's over with, let's continue the party, because if there's a party, we should have it. And then let's figure out what we've all done in the last 6 weeks, that all of the, and reverse all of the chancellor's actions."
We should reverse all of them.
Oh, he actually started in Apple Valley about 6 weeks ago. And after that, where did we go?
I'm sorry, who is this that's
Oh,
speaking
who's-
with us, Lilwyn?
I thought we were talking about what we were doing 6 weeks ago. Hi, I'm Mort. We brought your daughter back safely, where I believe a reward was mentioned.
I believe what happened was that my daughter gathered an adventuring party in order to free the kingdom.
Yes. she was
That's
very
one
brave.
interpretation. I don't know how accurate that is, but
I'm sorry,
we can
young
talk
man.
about that later.
She reaches out a hand and puts it on your shoulder and says, "That's the only interpretation."
Lilwyn, I will say that we helped you run from the guards before. And without us, they might have caught you.
I'm aware you helped me. I never said you didn't.
Yeah.
I told them not to arrest you. You want me to take that back?
No, that's
Yeah, Kaz. Jeez, don't mess her up.
bringing up some
Daughter-
fond memories, that's all.
The daughter was very brave and acted with great courage in the face of evil.
Yeah.
Of course. And as her guardians, we would be willing to reward you handsomely for acting on her behalf and saving the kingdom.
Great. I have some student debt. I would love
I
to.
cover Mortrick's mouth. That would be greatly appreciated.
We shall reward your adventuring company 200 gold pieces for their efforts in recovering the kingdom, and our thanks to you. And in addition, she turns to her husband, who nods, and she says, "We shall name you beginners on the path to becoming elf friends. You have taken the first of the 4 steps."
Elf friends?
Yes, elf friends, friends of the elves.
Your reward is most generous. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Also, as a side note, your daughter's bedroom could use some sprucing up.
What? Runa first? Up to his bedroom, and now you're taking her up to her bedroom.
I would like to point that the Chancellor did do some good things while you guys were under the flute.
Indeed.
Name one thing.
He's making our kingdom more prosperous for the people.
You're saying he's spending all of our money on the people, the common folk.
He's helping the common folk live better lives.
And this is a good thing.
Yes.
We'll talk later.
Well, think about it. If the common folk are doing well, they could get more people to come in, visit their shops, tour the cities, and then in return, we'd get more money in the end.
And more parties.
Make a persuasion check, Lilywin. Just all of Elfin society here depends upon your success or failure.
Okay, can I use my inspiration?
You didn't use it yet? Well, then yeah, now you can use it.
Do it, Lilywin.
I guess this is a good time.
Usurp your parents' throne.
It's gonna be. Oh.
That is a natural 1 and a 10. Your mother's just like, we'll talk later about how wrong you are. You know, I've been looking at several young men and women from neighboring kingdoms. I think it's about time we started marriage talks.
How about we finish the party first?
Oh, well, this is perfectly normal for an elven party. But please, no, get off our dais.
Really...
Go take your seat, adventurers, in the, place that isn't right here.
Maybe I should go with the adventurers, help, show them around the castle a little bit.
Bow and have us all come back.
Yeah, I follow Runa.
Absolutely, Lilywin. After the party is over, you can introduce your adventuring friends to all of the cool places. We'll just make sure to send a guard with them.
So as soon as my mouth is uncovered, I'm going to say, I think that ran really well, guys. I mean, congrats all around. We all played our part. We contributed. I mean, it worked really well. I'm impressed by us.
It could have gone worse.
Meanwhile, we cut back to Hal, who is wiping down Winslow, your horse, out in the barn.
Oh, Hal. Such a hard life that man has.
All of you feast on 7 courses of succulent elven meals. Your parents are not ignoring you, Lilywin, for once, which I guess is kind of nice. Your dad seems to be much more proud of you than your mom is. But every time you try to talk about keeping the common folk prosperous, your mom is just like, no. We don't spend our money to make them prosperous. They need to rise up through the ranks, like we did.
Well, we could help them rise up through the ranks.
It wouldn't mean anything if we just gave them something. All of life is about overcoming challenges, and their poverty is one that they must overcome. We make sure that every citizen of our kingdom is fed and clothed and protected, and most importantly, kept in good health. What they do from there is their own business.
It never hurts to help somebody out, give them a little hand up. If we give them a little bit, then maybe they can use that to earn more money.
Are you carrying a rabbit?
Yes.
Why?
Because this is my friend.
So your father just turns to your mother and says, "You know, Elowin, I was thinking, there are several human and half-human princes nearby who are looking for potential marriage candidates as quickly as possible." Your mom's just like, "It's true. It's true. We really do need to get her settled down as soon as
I
possible."
don't want to get married yet.
Well, I didn't want to marry your father, but that's how things go.
You know, you could change that policy.
No,
too.
in 30 or 40 years, I'm sure you'll come around to it. We have a very happy marriage, and we're very proud of you, Luluwin. They hold each other's hands and look into each other's eyes, and they're just like, "We love you very much, darling. You are truly the product of our entire life. And one day you'll understand why we do everything we do, like make sure that the common folk have challenges in life that they need to overcome."
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
So the king's just like, "Tomorrow we shall hold a military parade to celebrate our daughter's ascension to adulthood." And then someone whispers in his ear and he's like, "The fleet isn't in the bay? Where is my fleet? What is the point of having a fleet if it's not at your beck and call?"
I pipe up and I say, well, I know at least some of them were killed by and changed into Blood Sahagin at some
Blood
point.
Sahagin!
Yes.
It is time to drive out the Sahagin once and for all. And someone whispers in the king's ear and he's just like, "Fighting the Empire in the south! My gods! By the celestial water dragon of the elven people! What has the Chancellor done? If I could kill him a second time, I would!"
Yeah, he sort of.
Everyone,
thought you guys-
remain here. Enjoy your roasted lamb with honey. I must go and speak with the Archmage as quickly as possible to bring the fleet back and perhaps stop the battle with the Empire. The Blood Sahagin. And like several people in the room are just
turn
like,
to one of the servers.
"Yep, the server
I-
is just like at your ear immediately." "Yes, sir."
Can I get some of this packed up to go?
No, you
for-
can't leave until the feast is over.
No. Yeah. But like when the feast is over, I would like to carry some of the feast.
Whatever
with-
you don't have on your whatever you have left on your plate, we'll put in a human bag for you.
Okay, great. Can I get another plate then?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll take one. I'll take two.
Understood. We'll prepare a human bag for you as well.
That's acceptable.
I get a box.
We'll prepare a human bag for you as well.
No, I didn't say that.
I love that you guys have essentially gone to a buffet and are like, "Can I take something home with me?"
Well, he's about to start their old tax policy again, so we may as well take what we can get now.
So the rest of the evening passes uneventfully. The Queen, Elowin, approaches your adventuring party after this party begins to disperse, and it's like, "Why don't all of you stay the night? We will keep you in the ambassador's quarters. They are extensive and very fancy, and probably better than anything you've ever been in. And tomorrow..."
I don't know. I used to sleep in.
I'm sorry, did you just
Hattlespar.
interrupt me?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I have slept in some really nice dorms in my.
So the
day.
Queen is just
You have
blinking
no
at you
idea.
right now.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Lilywin, you have brought such colorful people with you into our home.
I did mention that one was my least favorite.
I can see why.
That one's my favorite. And she points at Runa. Followed by that one. And she points at Kazador.
And this one, she points at Rik-Jaxx.
I don't know that one that much. He seems okay.
I see.
No one knows me.
Wait, you don't know him, and I'm still your least favorite?
Says something.
It's nothing personal. You're just my least favorite because I know you.
Wow.
That happens to me a lot. Hey, if we are gonna sleep here, can we get someone sent back to pick up Hal so he can sleep here too?
No.
No, we
All right,
can't.
Thank you very much for the
No,
accommodation.
you can't send someone. Like, I can go get Hal if I
I
need.
put my hand over his mouth again. We appreciate all the hospitality you've given us.
Yep.
And I'll push Mortrick back farther.
Lilwin, although it's almost midnight, I'm sure that you can still guide them around the palace or wherever. In the morning, you and I will speak, and your adventuring friends will be on their way with the grateful thanks of the Elven Kingdom.
Can you send someone to clean my room? Or several people?
Probably.
We'll send your personal maid and probably Ignacio to help clean your room.
Gonna need a new personal maid after that.
So take as much time as you feel is necessary to guide your friends around the palace.
Okay.
So the emperor, sorry. So the queen calls over Ignacio, and he's like, "I am happy to serve your daughter. I have been her." He's like, "Go clean her room." He's like, "I would be honored to do so." Lilwin, do you let anyone have access into your room again?
Yeah, I also let the animals out if they want
All
to
right.
leave. I'll let those two go
We
clean.
have a
their-
cutscene of the cat just like freaking out. She's got one of the mouse in her jaws, and just like as soon as she feels that she can, she just leaps off the balcony with the mouse in her jaws and starts running away.
Oh, well.
Hey, Lilwin, can you get someone sent back for Hal? I think he'd really appreciate this. And he's not at all evil like Kaz says he is.
He's evil, but he'll be all right anyway. Hal won't. He wouldn't appreciate the surroundings, I'm sure.
Can I get a servant to go get Hal?
Yeah.
And then when the server comes back and be like, "Hey, listen, I don't need that dog or that human bag anymore. My guy's coming here, so can you just play more for him?"
We will have your leftovers sent to your ambassadorial chambers.
Yeah, that works too.
Yes. After about a half an hour, Hal arrives with Winslow and your cart, and Hal's just like, "Wow, so things have really changed in the last
Yeah,
hour."
we did a lot of good work tonight, Hal. A lot of good work.
That's surprising.
Why are you always going to be like that? I try to be nice.
How
to you.
surprising is it, Hal? How surprising is it?
It's pretty surprising that you were coming to the palace and now we're staying in the palace.
Did you expect something else to happen?
Is that flute thing you guys have been looking for?
It might.
Oh yeah, who has that? Can I look at it?
Kazador's
No.
holding it.
I don't let him hold it. I've in fact, can I wrap it up in a cloth and put it in my knapsack?
Sure.
Backpack thing?
Sure.
And
Like
so that's
Kaz,
good.
I just want to look at it. Jeez, come on.
Nope.
Nope.
Not even a little bit. I literally push him towards where we're sleeping.
So you all have separate rooms. There's like 8 rooms attached to a central room. These ambassadorial quarters appear to be quite extensive and very fancy. You're being treated almost as if you're foreign nobility.
I could get used to this.
It's quite nice.
So Hal's just like, "So, Lilwin, congratulations, I guess."
Yeah, I'm glad my kingdom's not, mind controlled.
Yeah,
Is
and
your,
you're not.
is your room getting cleaned as well? I mean, you mentioned that as being a priority.
Yeah, it is clean.
Okay.
I hope.
Yeah, you're not running around. What was that I heard about? Marriage?
Yes, probably nothing.
Okay.
Didn't quite seem like nothing. Seems they're very set on it. Even though
It's fine. I can climb walls. I can just avoid it.
Yes, that was a lot of fun.
Isn't
So-
it great?
Hal's just like, "I don't think you can climb walls out of marriage."
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a long-term solution to your problem. If
I
that's not what you
should
want.
tell you, though, that when we were in Pyreswater, Mortrick almost managed to smuggle the son and daughter of several people out of the country. So if you'd like us to arrange for our smuggler friend to get you out, I mean, you wouldn't be able to live like a
That's true.
princess. You'd probably have to live like a smuggling, thieving pirate, but
that also has its upside. So don't dismiss it out of hand and take it from someone who knows, because I've read a lot of books and I've seen a lot of daytime theater. Marriage ain't no
I
thing.
love that you're daytime theater, as if somehow the theater in the daytime is different than the theater at the nighttime.
Isn't it?
The nighttime programming is much more mature.
You don't want to get tied down too soon. You're still young. You want to get out there. You want to explore. We
know I'm
could
still
have an
young. I'm
open
only
in our
like-
adventuring group.
I'm only like 90.
See? Yeah. And that's no time to, Jesus, really?
That is young.
Look fantastic. I had an uncle who at 40 looked like he'd been drugged behind a wagon for the last 20 years.
Yeah, she's
Had he
almost
been?
twice
Because-
my age.
Yeah, that's because you humans are like sad and die super fast. Get
We
all
are sad.
wrinkly.
I do feel the sorrow of my years in my bones.
Yeah.
But I might take you up on that smuggling offer.
Well, tomorrow
It's-
morning, just show up at our quarters and we'll do what we can to sneak you out of the palace again. I'm sure if you turn
Yeah,
into a
I
rat,
have a
it'll be
plan.
super.
I'm sure it'll work. Perfect.
Don't.
Does anybody else have a plan?
Yeah, I've got the plan. It's like Mortrick's plan, except we're not gonna lie. Just show up. We'll turn you into a rat, and we'll just carry you back to our smuggling ship.
Can I bring my bunny?
I guess. I mean, don't let me overstep my boundaries. You guys are my employers. Although for some reason Mortrick is in charge.
You can keep the bunny.
I believe we're called Mortrick and Company.
That is a horrible name.
I
No,
think
we're,
it accurately describes, the vibe we have going on.
I have a new name, fellas. How about
Setting
the
up
drawn-
here, Connor.
The drawn blades. I think that's what we should be. What do you guys think?
All of you turn to look at the screen. The drawn blades, huh? Hal
And then
says.
we all draw our blades and hold them, tips touching up in the air.
No, I don't do any of that.
You don't even have a blade to
I
draw.
don't.
I'll give Runa my dagger so she can borrow it. But like
I
here,
don't take it.
oh, way to be a team player.
Anyway,
If you
yes,
require the aid of the drawn blades, I'm sure that we can assist you tomorrow, Princess Delumen.
yes, you can. We can sneak you and your rabbit into a backpack, just as we got you around the town initially.
Can you get like a nicer backpack though?
You can stay in someone else's backpack.
Stay in my backpack.
I think Runa's should be nicer,
It is.
and Runa's also doesn't have the ocarina.
Runa, I also brought your clothes.
Oh, thank you, Hal.
As I cleaned out our rooms, I suspected that either I was being arrested and put to death, or that you had succeeded. Either way, I figured you would probably want your stuff.
Don't
Thankfully,
like
it was
that
the
you
latter.
thought things would have gone that badly, but I can't deny that it was a possibility.
I mean, how close is it?
Uh,
And did you say something about that flute again?
Nope.
yeah, can I look at it? Who has it? Let me see.
No.
You definitely know that Kazador has it in his backpack. You watched him put it in there.
No, you can't see it. And yeah. I mean, I'm
So
gonna
with
keep
that,
that backpack very close to me at all times.
are you all heading to sleep?
Yeah.
Are we going to explore the castle some, or are we going?
I mean,
to...
yeah. You get a tour with Lilwyn around the palace, but
Even take some of them
mean,
into the secret passages. Only
I've
some of the
seen
secret
way
passages.
nicer frat houses than this, so I'm not impressed.
Kaz, you keep holding on to that flute.
What?
I'm just asking. You're keeping hold of the flute.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Keeping it on my person, not letting it out of my sight.
Mortrick, do you ever try to take the flute? Like maybe when Kaz is sleeping or when he's distracted and walking?
I'm gonna have a discussion with Hal about that later.
All right, let's cut to that discussion with Hal. Everybody else is asleep. Hal is looking at a magical glow lamp in the central room. He's just like, it's fascinating, really. I'm pretty sure I can
Hal.
do this, but I can't. Oh, yes.
You want to get a look at that flute, right?
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah, it seems super interesting. So, like, not today, not tomorrow, because, they're probably going to be a little touchy right at first. But, I just, in the next, probably couple of weeks, you know, if you see an opening to like maybe clean our clothes or, you know, just house stuff.
I'm concerned with how illicit you're making this. Why wouldn't you just ask Kazador to see it?
Well, because they won't let me see it either, man. I don't know what's up with that.
Is there a reason why?
What reason? What possible
I'm asking you,
reason?
is there a reason?
I don't know. But
Well,
so anyway.
Have you considered that maybe they have a good reason?
You know, no, and I think I'm going to continue not considering that they have a good reason.
I'm not really comfortable with betraying 3 of my employers for one of them. Things that I don't really
I'm the only
understand.
one who's nice to you.
I mean, Rik-Jaxx and I have a neutral relationship insofar as we might have talked once.
That's true. I have stopped Chaos from murdering you on more than one occasion, so just consider that. And, you know,
but alternatively, if he catches me stealing the flute for you, he will definitely kill me.
Yeah, I mean, so that's why, you know, we have to give it a couple weeks for them to lie low before we make a move. But, you know, just, you know, in the course of everyday house stuff, keep an eye open, and if there's an opportunity, let me know and I'll back you up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thanks, Hal. You're a real stand-up guy. I like you.
Several minutes later, Kazador, you're just about to fall asleep when there's a knock at your door.
Hello? Yes?
You open the door. It's Hal.
Hal, what are you doing in here?
Hey, Kaz, can I come in and talk?
Sure. Yeah, okay.
This is a really nice room. Oh, my room looks this nice.
I'm sure it will. I mean, I don't see why they would give us different rooms.
Well, you should know that Mortrick's been trying to recruit me to stealing that flute from you.
I'm not surprised. But thank
So
you, Hal.
what's
I
the deal with
appreciate you
that
telling
flute?
me. Sorry?
What's the deal with the flute?
The deal with the flute regarding what? Regarding Mortrick?
I just mean in general. What's the deal with the flute?
The flute is a precious item that we have been told to get. And you know how Mortrick is with money. He will pawn in a very short-sighted manner this flute when our employer, this is specifically what our employer seeks. So I can't let Mortrick get his hands on it. Otherwise he might pawn it at for some kind of cheap price when we're looking to make the
I'm not sure I understood the full agreement, but wasn't it when you returned the flute to your employer, Mortrick's full debt would be paid and that horrible spell that was cast upon him would be reversed? Right? Wouldn't he have every reason to return the flute?
He would, and that would be the logical thing to do. However, Mortrick is not logical, and he probably, I would suspect, that's why he's so eager in seeking it out, that he wants to pawn it off in a short-sighted manner and just pay off a small amount of the debt, when in fact he could pay off the entire debt.
Oh my goodness, is that an emerald over there? So he
Yes.
turns and points to something. Make up. What's your passive perception, Kazador?
I will note that I had my backpack underneath the pillow. Okay. Passive perception.
You cast more cousin magical.
Passive perception. Wait, 13.
So, as he points over towards the emerald, you notice that the flute is floating through the air behind you and moving towards his outstretched hand.
Okay, I run up and punch him in the face.
Not sure the face. He's just like, that hurts really badly.
And I grab the flute and I wrap it back in the bag, and I stow it on my person, and I grab him by the collar, and I'm like, Cal, what are you doing?
Mortrick's the one who pays me, okay? He asked me to bring the flute over, and it sounds like he's going to give it back. I thought it would be okay
if he just... you before, Hal. I paid you.
Yeah, but Mortrick pays me now. You literally named your adventuring company after him. I thought he was the leader.
He could be the face, but so far that hasn't really been working out.
Well, that has nothing to do with me.
Yes, that is...
The leader and the person who pays me asked me to get something, okay? I'm sorry that I had to do some deceiving, but, you know, it just feels like you guys are all treating Mortrick like crap all of a sudden. And I wanted to do something nice for him. He's really down in the dumps.
This isn't for you to
Ever
say.
since he lost that bard battle, he's been shook.
And
he's been
I don't
shook.
take betrayal lightly, Hal. I don't know what to do
Betrayal.
with him yet.
It's like betrayal.
Yeah.
Betrayal.
You were trying to steal from me.
I was not trying to steal from you.
That is stealing. Yes. There's a reason why we're
Mortrick would return this. There's absolutely no reason. Do you think Mortrick would deceive all of us?
I don't think you know Mortrick at all. I think
Mortrick is like a son to me.
You've known Mortrick for all of 6 weeks.
I mean, it's more like 2.5 weeks, but yes.
2.5 weeks. Yes.
He said that I was like a father to him. The level of trust between us is exemplary.
Is that how quickly humans grow attachment? Anyway.
I mean, we don't live as long as you dwarves, so yes, we have to do quick attachments and stuff like that.
Stuff like that. I shove him out of the room. Get out of here. I don't want to see you, and I'll talk this over with the group in the morning.
All right.
Yep.
In the morning, Lilywin, do you plan to run away from your life as a princess by getting on a smuggling ship going to who knows where?
I mean, yeah, that seems pretty rebellious.
Yeah, that does sound pretty rebellious. Kazador, Runa, Rik-Jaxx, Mortrick. Kazador calls all of you at the breakfast table to a meeting. Hal is not present.
I need to tell you something. Mortrick asked Hal to steal from me, and Hal indeed
What the shit? God
steal
damn
from
it,
me.
Al, come on. Okay, first, steal, I feel. That's a bit strong. I just wanted to look at it. I don't understand what the big hubbub is. And anyway, shouldn't we be discussing our plan to get Lilywin, out of town? And just, let's move past this
Don't try to change
unpleasantness.
Mortrick,
This
your
items
playful,
cost us many lives.
your playful disposition has not served us well, and it will not serve us well with a demon artifact.
I just want to look at it. I mean, I am the music guy, am I not? Who else here plays an instrument?
But this instrument is not to be played. This instrument will either releases or seals the demons. We can't let you play it.
What are we supposed to do with it anyway? Are we supposed to give it to Gurney?
We're supposed to return.
No, it's the people who hired us before Gurney.
The wizard Mardrovian.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main shtick of the campaign.
Yeah. That thing all the way from the beginning where you were working for the Brotherhood of St. Marcia Ravenaver, and you're part of a group called the Fellowship of the Finding,
Well,
which are
fine then. If
agents sent out in the world to find these items.
all hoity-toity about it, let's just get it, passed off to whoever we need to pass it off to, and then move on to whatever, stupid kazoo of embellishment is next on the list.
Mortrick, lost my trust. You're gonna have to earn it back.
I kind of feel like you guys don't trust me anyway. And let me just say, all of my plans, I'm batting 1,000 right now.
Haven't even batted one yet, Mortrick.
Yeah, but my day is coming. My day.
You weren't even in the room when he was going to play the instrument.
Yeah, because I'm not an idiot. I know what the instrument was going to do. Didn't I tell you to get to the kitchen? And did
So
you
if you
not
know what it's going to do, then why would you want to hold it?
Well, because I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to inspect it.
Somehow, I don't think that's true.
Lilywin, it's about this time where you arrive outside the ambassadorial apartments. You can hear that there's a loud argument going on inside. Hal is standing outside the door, petting Winslow and looking like a dude who just got fired.
He's gonna pat him on the shoulder.
He's just like, Princess, I really thought I could trust Mortrick on this one, and I feel like maybe that was a mistake.
I feel like it was too.
Is there any chance you could talk to them in there on my behalf? I don't want to feel like I've betrayed them. I was just doing what my employer asked.
I get that. I have lots of servants, and I prefer when they do what I ask. I'd be very mad if they didn't.
Well, look, if they fire me, maybe I can join you on your rebellious journey.
Yeah, that seems pretty rebellious. I'll let you in.
Okay, all right. Okay, it's good to have, job security prospects, just in case I get fired here. So he opens the door for you, letting you into the meeting, where you could see Kazador and Mortrick are kind of aggressively negotiating with each other. I feel like there's probably some body language with hands on a table going on.
For sure.
Runa, Rik-Jaxx, what do you think we should do with Hal?
Wait, why are we doing anything with
Hal
Hal?
peeks his head around the corner and then slowly closes the door while staring at Kazador.
I mean, you haven't liked Hal from the beginning.
Actually, I did like Hal, and I tipped him several times when he was holding our torch in the mountain.
Oh,
However,
I hired him.
you realize he speaks with demons himself.
Yeah. But so what?
You seem like you have an affinity for nature. I don't see nature as being a compatriot of demons.
I'm not a fan of demons. I was not aware of that. You just told me he had a creepy book. I just thought he, was.
Well, at the time we just met you.
nature too. Like, what is nature? We need to start there. And
Demons
ask
and
ourselves.
nature, not the same thing.
Hal has been an integral part of this party, and we're not going to fire him.
Yeah, jeez.
You hear
Kaz.
someone outside go, yes!
Thank you, Runa.
From what I heard from
Alright,
Hal,
so
it's
anyway-
Mortrick's fault anyway.
How do we get this thing back to, Wizard What's His Face?
Well, we first start by not letting you touch it. Second,
Fine, I'm over it.
we need Hal to get all of our things together, and then we need to backtrack to wherever it is we need to go.
Hey, Lillowin, just
What about
be
that?
like,
What about that metal bird?
You weren't there for that.
You weren't there.
Yeah.
there for that.
Oh, someone.
Hal was the only
Lillowin,
one who was there for that.
Like, how soon are your parents gonna realize you've been smuggled out of the castle? Like, how soon are we gonna have to blow town once we get you on board the smuggling ship?
Well, my mom wanted to talk to me today,
Okay, so this is probably like a time-sensitive thing, and we need to move. Then would be
but
my
I
guess.
put all my pillows under my blanket to make it look like I'm hiding in there.
Maybe you should talk to your mother first, and
Wait.
then we'll go.
Wait. Does that seriously work for you?
I mean, we're gonna find out.
That's amazing. I like your style. Okay, let's go.
So you're transforming Lillowin into a rat, putting her and her bunny in somebody's bag?
Runa's bag, I
My
believe.
bag.
Very
Yeah.
well.
All right, let's go.
All right. All right.
What is so like on the way down to the ship? We'll talk with the group. Like, what is our plan? Where are we going next? Like, do we have a lead on this kazoo we're after?
We need to return the ocarina first.
Yeah,
So where are we
do
going,
we have
Runa?
to go there, or can we just like drop?
So,
it in
Runa,
the
you
forest?
remember as part of that message that you can call the bird Perseus and it will arrive to take the ocarina from you.
All right, then I'll say Perseus.
So all of you begin hearing a theme, and like a metallic raven appears over your head. It has wings, but on those wings there's little jet fans, and it begins lowering itself to you, and it goes, "Caca! Warning below, lowering in progress. Clear the area." As it lowers, its back opens up, and there's just enough space to fit the ocarina in. It's like it was perfectly designed to carry this ocarina.
I'm gonna wave sadly to the ocarina as they put it inside.
So
Yeah.
who's putting it in there?
Yeah, I put it in there.
You're up, Kaz.
As you put it
Bye,
in,
miss you.
it closes, and the bird opens its mouth and goes, "A message for Mortrick!" And then it spits out a piece of parchment.
I pick up the
Sweet, I got
parchment
mail.
and hand it to Mortrick.
Very well. This
Kaz,
is what it says on
thank
that piece
you.
of parchment.
But I'm still frosty. All right, I'm ready for the message.
Morgan Etrick Hattlespar. On this, the 10th day of the month of the dragon, the 1521st year of the god calendar, I, Dean Conrad Cole, known as the Archmage Cole the Untouchable, the Vermilion Serpent, Lord of the Tower, do hereby grant a graduating degree Unto you, as a fellow member of the Collegiate of Lore, and hereby bestow minors in philosophy, history, sophistry, economics, poetry, and emergency medicine. Congratulations.
Oh my god, you guys, you will not believe what just happened.
On the back is written, your debt is paid in full, my friend.
You have no idea what this means to me. Oh my god.
Mortrick,
And I'm gonna like give
for like the
Cass
past
a big
25
hug and
days,
kiss him on the cheek.
you felt the Gios slowly ticking away in your head towards your doom, and now it is broken immediately.
This is fantastic. Kaz, I love you. I don't hold anything you've done recently against you, even though it was kind of like a huge dick move, but whatever, man.
If you had taken that ocarina, you would still have that debt.
What? I just wanted to, play a tune is all.
The raven begins lifting up and is like, warning, stand away. Raven lifting in
Back up, Kaz. I
progress.
don't want you to get hurt. I'm going to shield Kaz with my body. But back up, Kaz.
Mortrick, you feel a light
safe.
wind, several miles an hour strong.
Whew, saved your life again. All right, let's get this princess on a boat.
One of the passing guards goes, I'm sorry, did you say you have the princess?
I said I'm a princess.
Okay. Must be a human
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
He keeps walking past.
Oh my god, you guys. I
I'm
feel
loving this
so-
pouty little one here,
so
by the way.
free.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm using it as reference.
All right, so what is the expected timetable on like getting to the boat and getting her on the boat?
So, as you're heading down towards the boat, you first hear some screams, and then you notice some familiar looking creatures.
Oh,
Hagen.
It's not, in fact, Blood Sahagan.
it's not
Okay,
those
I
things.
just
it's
saw
those
this,
other things.
You actually typed it all up. That's great.
But yeah,
It's cool.
It's like a real DM.
Yeah.
it's like a real DM. I would know what one of those are.
Wow, way to board it up.
All right, so you guys are over here by the Eastern Palace, fully healed, fully repaired, and all that stuff. When coming from the statuary park on the middle of town, you see an elf who is covered in green pustules, barfing on another elf who's just like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe you would," and then like green pustules begin all over his face too, and he goes, and the two of them begin going around the statuary garden.
Rik-Jaxx, what did you do?
I was hoping everyone would forget this part.
So I need
know what's up.
I need
Have
all
you
of
ever
you to
seen
arrange
Egan?
yourself within this box right here.
Statuary
she's-
park box?
He's a rat, so never mind.
No, up here.
Oh, up there.
This box up here. That is where you guys are starting.
No, I got it.
So everyone's down south.
No, I'm going to be revealing the locations of enemies.
All right.
As we go.
All right. Right here in the middle.
I'm in Runa's bag, right?
Yep.
Just gonna be right there for now.
So as you look around, you realize that these two were not the only people in town who were infected. There appear to be at least 24 people around the town who are infected and are moving towards the beer gardens. You can hear fighting coming from where the seaweed was. Your inn also seems to have some people over there, but these are the people you are currently engaged with.
I just want everyone to know this time, this is on Rik-Jaxx, not me.
We don't know what caused them to be this way.
Let us roll initiative, friends.
All right.
Initiative.
So, what are these creatures? Do we know yet, or are we just?
I mean, you faced them
Undead.
before. These are plague zombies.
Is that a waste
okay.
of a natural 20?
Look, you really cannot waste a natural 20 here. Moving first might be critical to the survival of literally everyone. Who are we missing? Kazador. Oh, right, Runa.
Let's roll. Natural 20 there.
Where's
Yeah.
Runa's character?
It-
Oh, you're
it's
underneath
under,
Lilwyn.
It's under Lilwyn.
Yeah, yeah,
since
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
under her bed.
I'm on it. Wow, Lilwyn has incredibly high initiative.
Nice.
All right, Lilwyn, you're in rat form. You're literally watching elven citizens around you being turned into weird zombies. You're not really sure what's happening, but I mean, if any of those guys get inside the beer garden or apartment complexes, probably there's going to be a lot more zombies shortly.
Okay. I
Oh,
know.
and it should be noted that it looks like over the next few minutes a storm is brewing and is going to just wipe through the port area and cut visibility down to like nothing.
When it rains, it pours.
I'll hop out of the bag
All
and
right?
I'll switch back to an elf. And then I'll cast guidance on Runa.
Okay.
Do any of us wear hats or hoods or anything?
I have a helmet.
It's been a while. What does guidance do again?
You can roll a d4 on one of your
Attack rolls,
ability
saving
checks or
throws.
attack rolls.
Yep.
Cool.
Is that everything, Lilwyn?
For now, since she doesn't actually know what's going on.
Runa, you feel blessed.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a long way away though. I
What do you
guess
wanna do?
I'll try to get as close as I can to the closest zombie. For now. Each one of these squares are 5 feet, yeah?
That's correct.
Alright. Whoa. Why is my thinking all weird?
So that's a building right here. Can't-
Yeah, no, I'm trying to move it, but it's like freaking the hell out. Hold on 1 sec.
Are you blinking?
Yeah.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'll get next to Kaz. And sort of back him up at the front lines. And then I'll hold my action
What are you holding your action for?
for if a zombie comes within reach of me and tries to attack me.
Okay. Kazador.
Or Kaz.
Okay. I'm going to move, I guess here, that's 5? No. Here?
1, 2, 3 spaces.
I have 5 movement?
What's your speed? 25?
Yeah.
Yes. You have 2 more spaces you can move.
You have 10, yeah.
After this?
Yes.
Yes.
That's only 15 feet.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
because we can move diagonally. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Q. Yeah. So I'll be here. I'm going to use a bonus action for Tunnel Fighter and I guess hold my action in case I get attacked.
Okay. Mortrick, Egan, Hattlespar.
All right. First, gonna grab me. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna throw my Letterman shawl over Lilwyn and be like, "You gotta stay hidden. This is only like part 1 of 6 in this plan. Who knows?" And then I'm gonna run this way. 2, 3.
Oh, and this thing smells like Mortrick. He's been living out of it for months.
Can I
And
just
I'm-
push it off?
As I run this direction, I draw my rapier and I say, "Drawn blades, attack!"
You don't have a rapier.
I don't. I draw that sword thing I have.
I
That
believe it's called
cutlass.
Gore Reaver, the Cursed Blade.
Gore Reaver. Yeah, I'm gonna draw Gore Reaver and be like, "Cursed, no,
Gorefang.
Gorfang, yeah.
Gore thing. Drawn blades, attack!" This
As
is
you draw
my
it, the
weapon.
the whole length of the blade looks like blood is dripping off it.
It's merely an optical illusion.
Rik-Jaxx.
All right, I'm gonna pop off a firebolt from here because they're within range.
Who are you shooting?
That closest zombie to Kazador.
Very well.
Now, I
Your
don't
range
have
is
this-
like 60 feet.
120 for
Okay.
firebolt.
Yeah, that'll work.
So /R, right? Or
Yep.
R/.
/R.
1d10 fire damage.
R/ is Reddit. /R is rolling. Do you need a target with Firebolt? Do I get a save?
Um,
Let's see here. Yeah, Firebolt. Nope, that's not it.
casting time, components, duration.
Adding
So it
bolt.
says you hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack
There
against
it
the
is.
target.
Yep.
On a hit, the target takes 1d10. All right,
Yep.
so
make a ranged spell attack.
and so obviously that's like 1d20, right?
Yep.
And I use
Yikes.
Yes, you got an 18 on the roll. You would add your I think it's you add your spell casting stat plus proficiency.
which
so
would
it'd
be
be-
the
So it'd be int.
intelligence.
Yep.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean an 18 is gonna hit for sure.
Yeah.
You deal 7 points of fire damage to this creature. It goes, "Ah!" Head gets hit with it. Flame bursts over. One of its eyes starts boiling and turns towards you and goes, "Ah!"
Gross, Rick.
That's what I got. I'm gonna do a roll. It's just a practice roll because I'm just finding out what the heck I did wrong. All right. Okay, I'm good.
You put a slash after the 1d20.
Okay. All right, and I will move just a bit. Just to this
So
So
corner
I can
right there.
I can attack any creature within 10 feet with using my reaction.
No. You, using your reaction, you can use your held action to attack one of these guys. If one of them tries to move past you, you could use a reaction, but you're already using a reaction to use your held action. If any of them go into your radius and then leave again, you get a free attack on them.
Okay, but I can make one attack before they are within 5 feet, because at least what I'm reading here is you can use a reaction to make an melee attack against a creature that moves more than 5 feet within your reach.
Right, but you
Yes, it has to
back.
be within your reach and then try to move past you. These guys are literally just moving directly towards you.
Yep, gotcha. Sorry.
So you did hold a attack, which takes a reaction to activate if you want to attack one of these guys.
Yeah, I want to attack the one that Rik-Jaxx already set on fire.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Uh, 16 will hit. You bludgeon this thing with the warhammer. It's just like, ah! I mean, between the firebolt and this warhammer, you dealt a lot of damage to this body. If it was just a normal elven citizen, you would have killed him by now. But like, you're destroying pustules that are on it. Blood is flowing out of the wounds because this is a fresh zombie, but
Yeah.
it is not going down.
Okay.
And the two zombies will now attack Kazador.
All right.
What's your AC? Something ridiculous, right?
20.
Jesus.
Yep. They begin hitting on your plate armor. Inside, you just hear dong, dong, dong. They're trying to like bite you, but their jaws are just like going over your plate armor. Lilwyn, just to be clear, he doesn't have a rapier. He has a cutlass
I know, I got it.
that drips blood.
But it's not cursed.
It's
important that you
definitely
know
cursed.
that.
It
It's
was
important
introduced
to
as the
know
cursed sword Gorfang, and the curse was explained
No.
extensively to him.
It's not cursed.
What would you like to do, Lilwyn?
Um,
You're watching this party beat up on elves who are covered in blood and weird green fluids.
what are you guys doing? They need a doctor.
They attacked us.
No, they didn't.
mean,
You attacked them. It doesn't make sense.
Technically,
I mean, Rik-Jaxx attacked first.
Rik-Jaxx did attack first, but then they attacked me. Well, I guess I used my reaction.
You moved forward. I just want to point out, you like moved towards them aggressively, held your weapons out, and we're like, "I'm waiting for you."
way to play the victim, Kaz. Just
Right.
like before.
You want to get out of here, don't you, Lilwyn?
I don't want to kill innocent people who are probably sick.
I don't want to either. Do you have a cure?
I don't know. Do I? Can I roll something to see if it's a cure for it?
You can make a nature roll.
I don't want to kill zombies here in the middle of this port. We're trying to escape.
13.
These creatures are zombies. You're not sure exactly how to cure them, but overall, most people know that you need to. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a loud noise going on right now.
That's not me.
Rik-Jaxx.
The only way to heal people being zombies is to kill them first. And then you can probably bring them back. Maybe. With some very expensive spells.
I'm already on my way to bringing them back. As I take a step.
If you want to know more, it's a religion check. You're like, I don't know religion very well. I dress up like clerics.
Try to see if there's a way to.
Sure, yeah, you can try.
11.
These aren't just normal zombies. There's something different about them. They're spreading very quickly, much faster than zombies should be.
But I know that there's no way to save them unless they're dead.
That's correct. They need to be murdered, and then spells that cost hundreds of thousands of gold will need to be performed to bring them back.
So, do I know that as zombies they take damage to when you heal them?
You have no idea. Your roll is not that high. Are you checking through your bag to see if you have an X potion in order to beat the boss on the train?
No, I was just gonna cast Healing Word and see if it hurts them.
Okay. Do you have enough range to healing word somebody?
Well, I'm gonna move closer, but
I see.
It's,
Okay.
It's gotta be within 60.
You cast healing word on one of the citizens. It does nothing.
Okay. And then I use my bonus action to shift into a wolf.
Okay. Yeah. You're a wolf.
That's it.
Very well. Runa,
Yes.
you watch as Lilwyn says a word at one of the zombies, and the zombie's just like, Kazador. And she just turns into a wolf.
Is she still behind us back there?
Yeah,
Okay.
just as a wolf.
Just this wolf. Okay.
I'm gonna hold my action just in case any zombies come out from the woodwork and try to attack Lilin.
I see. Lilwyn, I gotta ask, what kind of wolf? Timberwolf, direwolf. Direwolf isn't a thing. You know,
Well,
common Japanese
I
wolf.
can't do a direwolf,
Monster wolf.
so it's a normal-sized wolf.
Badger
Okay.
wolf.
It's yellow though. It's like a pale yellow wolf.
Okay, I don't know that kind of wolf, but that sounds like a cool wolf.
It's like a fox wolf.
All right, Rena, what do you want to do? Lilwyn is a normal-sized yellow wolf.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action just in case any zombies come out of the woodwork
Okay.
and attack
What are you holding it to do?
to attack
Okay.
a zombie.
Just to be clear, you can't move while holding an action, so a
Yep.
zombie would have to appear next to you. All right, Kazador,
All right.
you got zombies all around you,
Yep, and no help.
rocking everywhere, rocking
I will-
everywhere, rocking everywhere.
I'll move there.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to attack the one that's already injured.
Very well. Double hit.
That will also.
Let me check this real quick. You hit this guy for 8 points of damage, and now we got to activate his special effect.
Slashing armor damage, disintegration.
No. Okay,
Oh,
so
You're just gonna become a zombie.
yes.
What?
Kazador Zombie Breaker. 5 plus 8 is 13, and I got a 14. You take this guy, you hit him. It looks like you're gonna knock him out. He hangs in there and regenerates back up to 1 point.
Okay.
Your second attack will hit him again.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I just hit the button and I didn't.
All right.
I haven't decided if I was going to attack or anything.
Very well. What do you want to do?
Attack.
Well, I mean, No, I'm gonna hold my second attack, and I guess that's it.
Mortrick. These zombies seem very hardy.
So I saw like this thing kind of like pop back after.
Yeah, it looked like he was gonna go down, and then all of a sudden, he just snapped back up towards Kazador.
All right, I'm gonna stop and be like, ew. Then
I think we need fire.
I'm gonna say, Kaz, you do your thing, and I'm gonna give him inspiration. Kaz, you're our man. If you can't kill these zombies, we'll just have to hop on the boat with Lillian if we can.
Good luck making it to the boat.
Give me better chance.
All right, so there's an inspiration for Kaz. And then I'm going to kind of like look around, and I'm going to see that Lillian is a wolf and that my letter shawl is on the ground. So I'm going to run back this direction.
You going for the letter shawl?
I can't move you.
Perfect.
All right, I was right there. So I'm going to pick up my letter shawl. Be like,
Rik-Jaxx.
how dare you? And then I'm going to pick it up.
All right, so I'll take a shot at the one just below Kazador.
Okay. This one hasn't been damaged at all.
Yep. So I should be able to just hit my intelligence save, right? That'll be an appropriate roll.
I suppose so.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, here it comes.
17 will hit.
All right.
20 damage.
And 1d10.
You slam a firebolt into this thing's face. Its jaw falls off. Anything else?
And no, that's my turn.
Kazador, the two zombies in front of you begin pummeling you with blows. Nope. Fails. The zombies begin to pick up speed.
They're the fast kind of zombies. Damn it!
They are now.
Yeah.
Oops. I didn't want to pick up that statuary garden anyway. Those that are moving seem to be moving almost twice as fast now that they've gotten some way. Kazador, you have two zombies in front of you. One is behind, and more zombies are coming towards you. Some of them look like they're moving towards the rest of your group as well.
Right.
And you've just caught one that's like zooming around behind the buildings that's going for the rest of the party. It's rough. It's a rough life.
Yeah.
Little Wolf, what do you want to do?
Did he say that he yelled you have to use fire on them?
Yes, that's what he yelled.
That's what I yelled. But, yeah. Take it for what you will.
Cotton's like, I know how to kill zombies. That's not it. But does Lillian? The answer to that is no, because you made 2 checks and you didn't get that as an answer either
I
time.
know.
I know it's rough. It's real rough. If only you didn't have party members who just make things up as they go.
Fire works well.
Well, look, it's not like fire won't help kill them. It just won't do the thing that he wants it to do. What do you want to do, Little Wolf?
I know what Cotton wants to do.
Yeah?
I don't know that's what Lillian would do. Though she would probably stop being a wolf if she thinks she can't count as a wolf.
Do what Lillian would do.
The only
Guys, I
one who
see
can make
7
Lillian's
coming.
decisions is you.
I see 7 coming. I think we're going to need to change a plan.
Yeah, maybe like not running into the battle.
Hey, what? If
There's
they're
literally
at-
3 of them hanging out Kazador right now. He's like, hey! No, I'm talking to you, Runa. Hey, what do you mean?
Wait, did Lillian?
I thought they were going to go into the sound garden and create more zombies.
The beer garden, not a sound garden.
Sound garden.
Yeah.
Is Lillian still a wolf?
Yes, at this moment, yes.
Yes. Okay.
You talk about the sound garden, and suddenly some elves in the beer garden begin playing Black Hole Sun. Have you heard the country version of that where they're like, Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Banjo play and wash away the rain. So good. Sorry, I think it's a wash.
Did you see the banjo cover of Slayer?
No.
It's fucking awesome.
All right, Lilwyn, what do we got here? You're moving forward.
I gotta check the. I know it's just it doesn't.
You're talking really quietly.
Sorry, I was talking to myself. I was checking the range on the tiny transient plus podcast. I think you can only kill them with fire.
Okay.
So she'll stop here, switch back into an elf, and cast poison spray. Just, isn't that one on fire here?
What's it called?
Poison spray.
Poison spray? Let me look. I don't know the medium. Poison spray.
Feature big choice that you can see within range. Oh, that's the.
Create a puff of noxious gas. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Interesting. All right, so who are you poison spraying?
The one closest to me.
This guy right here, the one behind Kazador?
Yes.
Okay. Well, their Constitution saves are literally their best saves. You go to poison spray it. It has 0 effect.
I was mainly seeing if that one was on fire to see if the poison would catch on fire.
The poison does not catch on fire.
Dang it, it's not Divinity, what's it called? Divinity Original Sin.
You can do that in D&D though. You can set stuff on fire.
Okay, I don't know.
It is at the prerogative of the GM, and this poison spray does not spontaneously combust.
It wasn't on fire either.
Small balls of fire are not enough to, I mean, we're talking like, spell like fireball where it specifically says it leaves stuff on fire.
Hey, you know.
I know.
I would do something much more effective if I didn't think you have to kill him with fire.
I know. And look, here's the thing. I can't wait for you to pull this move on me because you're also my DM. I can't wait for you to be like, no, Arthur, that's up to the DM's prerogative. And I'm like, curses. Yeah, I mean, you spray this thing down with poison, it has 0 effect. It doesn't even, like, look at the poison. Runa. Lilwyn is just constantly changing shape, moving around. Magic is going everywhere.
Seeing that she moved forward, I'm going to run past Rik-Jaxx in front of this zombie, and as I'm passing him, I'm like, Rik-Jaxx, there's one behind us. And then go in to punch this guy.
Fox, take care of the guy behind me. Rik-Jaxx, press Z then R twice. Do a barrel roll.
Gee.
That punch will hit.
Sweet.
These guys are slow and not that difficult. You managed to punch around all of the weird pustules.
I'm going to flurry of blows.
Very well. You hyperspeed. All of your attacks hit. -7, -8. Okay. And what do you simply have? Okay, that's a natural one on his part. You're like, you begin punching faster and faster, and at some point, this zombie's head just flies off, and it goes down.
They're just elves.
Kazador.
Yep.
Things are getting toasty around you. There's a cloud of poison hanging in the air near you. It's super purple and obvious. The zombie's just hanging out in it, completely unaffected.
All right, I'm going to. Yeah, attack the one that's wounded next to me that resuscitated.
Very well.
All right.
Well, I'm sure that won't be very difficult to save against. Nope, he's dead too. You go in for the attack and you just stave its head in. Its neck snaps back. Ah! It's at a super weird angle and the thing just stops moving as it collapses to the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
All right, just checking which one. And goading attack on the one that Rik-Jaxx fired upon.
I see.
So yeah,
I see here.
cut him in half.
So I get +8 or plus a. Well, let me check.
I love Mortrick's nose in that.
Right? I think this is my favorite Mortrick ever.
Yeah, this could be the best Mortrick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to change out all my avatars.
Disarming attack.
I have it on my character sheet if you want to see what it is.
Oh, sorry. It's goading attack, not guarding attack.
Goading attack, yeah.
Goading.
So it's whenever you hit a creature. So you would then. It's not a bonus action.
No, I didn't. No, I wasn't saying. I was just using one of my superiority dice to use a goading attack.
Okay, so goading attack is when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can then goad. You said
Okay.
you were using a bonus, so you've already hit and killed somebody with your attack.
Oh, sorry. I also used action surge.
Okay,
using that.
all right. Then I am now
bad.
following you. You
Yep,
hit
my
this
bad.
person. You deal 11 points of damage, and you are expending a superiority die to goad him. You add the superiority die to the damage roll.
Ouch.
Then he makes a wisdom save, but first he needs to make a constitution save to see if he even lives. Your total is 11 plus 3, 14. He needs to make a save of not 16. So you're like, ha ha, ha ha, and you're like goading this creature, and then like you just smashed right through the other side of his rib cage, and there's no time to see whether the first maneuver you've ever used worked because the guy's dead.
I inflict the best status effect. Death. All right.
Look, Kazador, you've been dead before. You've been trapped inside of a horrifying,
Mountain for like thousands of years.
it
You
was
talk to a lot of things in your head.
it was like part of a day.
or 1,000 years.
Sorry, these guys are actually dead. I'm just holding them up here to keep the initiative tracker in place. More zombies are not appearing behind you. All right, Kazador. Anything else you want to do?
Tunnel fighter.
Okay, that's your bonus action. Mortrick.
Okay, so is anything on fire currently?
No. There are 0 things on fire.
Do you need to have something that says this makes fire in your equipment list?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Like, for instance,
Tinderbox.
tinderbox
yeah.
or flint and steel.
Okay. Okay, so I do have a flask of oil.
Dynamite.
So I'm going to run this way. God damn it. Move my icon. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's super loud. Sid Alpha, thank you for the subscribe. 21
And-
months. What a mistake.
What a legend.
As I pass Lilowin, I'm going to throw my Letterman shawl back over her and say, like, you need to stay disguised. And then I'm going to throw my oil flask at the zombie next to Kaz and yell, someone light it up! And that's my move. So what do I need to do to throw my oil flask at him?
I just want to be clear. If you throw an oil flask in real life, if it's not the same as like pouring oil over somebody and then lighting them on fire. You're just gonna spill a lot of oil everywhere.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah, I
set me
don't-
on fire.
I don't think Mort knows or cares about that.
Very well. Make a ranged attack. Dexterity, no proficiency, so just a dexterity attack. And who are you throwing? Are you throwing at the one next to Kazador? So you're gonna try to splash this guy with your oil flask.
Yep.
Okay. It goes sailing in between the two of them and goes past Kazador. It skids along the ground. You can see that there's little drops of oil everywhere, but then, like, as it comes to a stop, the oil begins pouring out of it and just leaving a stain of oil in between the beer gardens.
Yeah, it's a
Keep me alive, Mort.
You could see some people inside the beer gardens on the second and third tiers, like, looking down, and they're just like, my goodness, what an incredible throw. Good show, human, good show. Truly fantastic. Is this what my tax dollars are doing?
Yeah, that's my turn. Oh, and Lilwin is shawled up again for now.
You replace the shawl over Lilwin?
Yeah, as I passed her, I was like, "Stay covered up."
Rik-Jaxx.
So do I need to make an attack for that?
No.
Or can I toss it? Okay.
No, it's comedically amusing and she'll remove it anyway, so we'll leave it as a free action. Rik-Jaxx,
Alright,
things
so-
are getting super weird. Mortrick just threw a canister of oil.
I said light it up at the
Yeah, I saw it sail away. Yeah, it was nice. That's okay. I'm gonna do firebolt at the one that's coming up behind us.
Yeah.
Very well.
And here it comes.
Yes.
That's it's nice to hit.
Yes, yes, it will.
Indeed, it is.
Show me some damage. That damage is a good amount of damage, and it will connect properly. I mean, it's not the greatest damage I've ever seen, but it's a, you know, it's a good
A hit
amount.
is a hit. I'll take a hit.
All right. So Runa and Rik-Jaxx, the zombies that have picked up speed, move to like engage with you. That's their whole turn. Kazador, you're taking 3 attacks. That is 2 hits.
Okay.
So the zombies finally like rip part of your plate open and like bite down until, you know, like one of them rips part of your gauntlet off. It's like, ah. Oh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. You take 4 points of damage and then 3 points of damage as the 2 of them get around you. And remember when you would have died from that much damage?
Not Kazador.
Remember when most of your party would have died from that much damage? And did, often.
Yeah,
Like a
frequently.
lot,
We've come a long way from level 1
right?
in the first episode. Lilwin, Mortrick has draped a shawl on you and then threw a thing of oil and is defacing elven monuments by splashing oil everywhere.
She takes the shawl off again. Just throws it on the ground.
Yep.
Can you not?
And then I don't have any fire spells.
Do what you
Is there
can.
another way we can do, like, hurt them besides fire?
Punching them seems to work.
I'm not good at that.
Do what you can.
Okay. I only have 1 attack spell, so I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast Moonbeam right here.
Very well. Tell me more about Moonbeam.
It destroys all zombies.
It
That
requires
is not a
PP.
thing that Moonbeam does.
It requires PP to cast.
Yeah, no, I got it. For blah 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 blah. Ghostly flame, searing pain, Constitution saving throw. Very well. It would appear that I need to make 3 Constitution saving throws. What is your spell save?
Let me double check.
1,000.
The save DC is 12.
The first 2 will fail and take full 2d10 radiant damage. The one that is by Runa will save for half.
Good. Saving some for me.
You call down a shimmering column of light. Pale moonbeams begin to fall from the sky and land around you 40 feet tall. I'm just going to go ahead and create a fake Lilwin right here. Which is like Lilwin, but she's actually not. None, generic token. Aura, pale, 5 feet. Lilwin, moonbeam. Look, I swear this will work in a second. It'll be super cool. Boom, there we go. Can everyone see that?
Yep.
All right. Lilwin moonbeams this area. most of the creatures are doing some good stuff. The remainder are not. Let's see here. Runa,
Yes.
it feels like if you go into that pale fire, that's a wall of it is right next to you, you will probably be horrifically injured by flames.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, super cool.
I am going to attack the zombie in front of me then.
Cool.
With a fist attack.
That fist attack will hit.
And if
You
it's
punch
not
it in the face, it goes. "Ugh."
Gloria blows it.
You can see its clothes and hair starting to catch on fire from the, continual moon damage.
Cool, I'll flurry of blows then.
Flurry of blows. Whoop-pow, whoop-pow. Show me your power.
Yikes.
You will hit one time.
Okay, then I impose the following effect that if it fails a strength saving throw of 13, it's pushed up to 15 feet.
What's happening here?
That's going to be my open hand technique that I got at 3rd level.
My God.
So I basically Spartan kick it through the moonbee.
You do. It slams into the other zombie and then falls prone as a result. You kick it back. It does that thing where they pull actors along by wires, so he's still standing perfectly upright, and slams into the other zombie and falls forward. Anything else?
No, I think that'll do it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Kazador, there's a giant wall of pale flame in front of you.
All right. I'm going to attack and then use a maneuver. So I guess I'll just attack first.
Hit him back to me and we can play Pong.
Well, just as you say that.
Who are you hitting first?
Sorry, my guy to my right.
Okay, that will connect. 5 points of damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to be using pushing attack.
Okay.
And that's going to,
I believe you need to add your
throw.
superiority dice to this, right?
I gotta add the 1d, the superiority, and it's but then I think he has to make a strength
He will
saving
fail.
throw. Okay.
Pushing attack, expend superiority die. You add to the damage as a roll. You deal 5 more points of damage to him. He is pushed
10 feet.
15 feet away from you. He hits the other dude who's on the ground and immediately falls over. It's like the dude behind him trips him. He's like,
Yep. Oh, so he's not going to be on top of him?
No,
Oh.
because they can't share space.
Nope.
Anything else?
Tunnel fighter.
Very well. Mortrick, your shaw's on the ground again. Little One is waving her hands, and the literal power of the moon is suddenly coming down from the
All
sky.
right, I'm gonna sweep my shawl up off the ground. I'm like, fine, get arrested when they recognize you. I don't even care anymore.
Congratulations, Mick. You've now become a tsundere.
Yep.
I don't even know what that means.
I know you didn't. That's why I showed you what it was, and now you've done it. You've come full circle. You didn't know, you became.
No, I still don't know. I don't even know what I did.
You've become a tsundere. It's all right. We know
That was
it.
pretty simple.
Yeah. I don't even care. It's pretty clear you care a lot.
All right, so then I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna say, "You're doing great, Kaz." Has he used inspiration? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
No, I haven't.
So I'm gonna give him another inspiration since he's the one face to face with everyone. Can you double up on inspiration?
No, you can't double up.
No. Okay, then I'm just gonna do first level cure wounds because I did see Kaz take a hit. For 7 points.
All right, that's exactly what I needed.
Okay.
That's it. That's my turn.
Rik-Jaxx.
Right, Gonna stab at this guy.
Arg.
Rar.
9 points of damage. Will hit.
And I'm yeah, stab the head, and then I'll disengage.
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'll disengage it right there.
The zombies stand up.
You're supposed to protect the
I
princess.
always feel like somebody's watching me. And the princess is attacked by a zombie. Ooh,
No.
Kazador takes 3 attacks. Let's start with that. The beat train lands 2 attacks on Kazador. Kazador, you take 2 and 7 points of damage. As again, they're getting some pretty lucky hits in. The dude that was on the ground is like ripping at your boot, and then like manages to pull your laces down and bites at your ankle. And the other guy gets up underneath into your armpit area, and it's like it's weird hands just jabbing into your armpit, and you're like, oh god, it hurts so bad. Oh, you're having a lot of trouble holding on to your warhammer. The pain is excruciating from being jabbed repeatedly in your armpit. Runa, you were taking an attack.
Or
17.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, yes, you are taking an attack. You're like, or am I? It punches you in the face for 3 points of damage. Lilywin, you're taking an attack. I don't think a 10 will hit. The zombie approaches you. And that is where we end for tonight.
Oh, God.
Come on.
What a
Wait,
tease.
should I make my concentration save first?
You didn't get hit, so you don't need to
Oh,
make
that's
one.
right. 'cause I
Yep.
missed.
You only need to make it for the amount of damage you take. Cotton, can you join us again next week?
Sure.
Then there will be one more Lilywin episode defending this kingdom/empire. It's
What?
very
And then
complicated.
leaving it forever.
And then
Only
leaving
one
it
more?
forever. What will the party do next?
Probably punch some
Can Mortrick accept that he's now a college graduate? Did he even notice that his name was spelled completely wrong on the degree?
I want you. Can you send me a picture of that in the Discord? I
Yeah,
wanna save
yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, you can save it directly out of the
He wants to
handout, I
show all his
believe.
friends
Yeah.
that he
Right, you
graduated.
should be able to left click on it and save image.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I closed it because it.
Don't worry,
was-
I got it for you, buddy.
Alright,
It's in the second tab.
Yes, it's in the handouts.
Yeah.
But I want to punch more zombies.
It's too bad because it's midnight Eastern time, and Some of
yeah, I
us-
feel that.
yeah, it's super late. So let's see here. You get 650 experience points for saving the kingdom, and then I need to split 50 experience points flat, so you get 660 experience points.
660.
Yes.
Can
That
do.
should be enough to level, right?
What do we need for the next level?
No.
No, the next level is like 6,500.
Damn it.
It
No,
goes
that's
from
level
900.
2,700.
2007. Oh, for level 4, right?
Right.
Sorry,
And we
my
just got
other
the-
group's the one that's level 4.
Wait, and we got 660.
I think we
660.
level. I think we level.
Yeah, we don't level.
No.
No, we're.
No, we're like 1,000 away.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It'd be weird if you level because you just leveled like 1 episode ago.
Back in the day, you'd get more XP for saving a city.
I saved a city. And all
That's
I
a
got was
lot of
these
XP
lousy
for saving a city.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we got
Oh
a fair
my
bit.
goodness.
I mean, that's more than we ever got before.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like I care.
I mean,
So what's our current XP then with this new XP?
1847,
All right. Thank
as
you.
far as my calculation goes.
We're at what? 1847?
Yeah. Yeah, 1,847.
Cotton, all these chibis are adorable and I want them.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
this
a-
has been amazing. You, since next week is going to be your last week, you have to draw again.
Look, it might not be her last week. Already, Look, you guys aren't in the secret channel where we talk, but Connor was like, can we just keep Cotton forever? And I was like, I need her for other shows, dude. And can you wait until we see some other artists before you just adopt her forever?
It did happen.
Look, Cotton was Cotton for weeks. It's like, I don't know if I can draw. Maybe like half the time. Someone didn't look. Now everybody's like, I want these chibies. I want them. See, Cotton, let's start with your outro, Cotton. How do you feel knowing that all of these artists who intimidated you want your work? They're thirsty for it.
Well, I feel very honored.
Good. My job here is done.
As soon as you said, please start my intro, my dog started barking super loud.
That's fine.
He stopped, but...
I know how dogs work.
This Mortrick is my favorite Mortrick ever, and nobody can tell me different.
I like his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good Mortrick.
Also, the bleeding gore fang is definitely 100%.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
There's no alleging it. I'm the DM. When I tell you something, there's no alleging it. It's literal.
It's in the lore book.
Yeah.
I put line art on this just so I could draw blood on the blade without it looking weird.
That's looking good.
Cotton, who are you? Where can people find you? And what do you do?
I'm Cottontail. You can find me on Twitter or hanging around AP's Discord. I'm also on his Thursday show and his Monday podcast thing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I doodle. I like to draw hair and beards, which is why the hair and the beards got the most detail out of all of these chibis.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything else to say. So we'll go to, Mortrick can do his outro now since I'm drawing him.
Yeah.
I am Mccomicker, playing the ever lovable, not remotely abrasive Mortrick. And I am
Remember when you nearly got Hal fired?
Yeah. That was a good time.
And that's only because that stupid dwarf perception is too good. I can be found on Instagram and Twitch as Mccomicker, where I draw comics most days than I do. I'm not streaming this week because it's spring break, and I'm not the kind of trophy husband that can sit around all the time. I occasionally have to work. And that's when you've married the wrong sugar mama. But I will be streaming next week.
I gotta tell you, I was doing spring cleaning today, and I had to clear 40 square feet of my basement. It was horrifying.
Yeah, it's pretty
really
awful.
Yep.
Spring cleaning is my least favorite time of year.
The good news is that I get to pop all the windows in my studio open because it's warm enough.
Oh, that is nice.
Get that fresh
we live
air.
across the street from a park, and I love to hear the kids out there playing.
No,
when
that's
it starts to get
horrible.
nice again.
Nope.
It's fantastic.
That's like smelling freshly cut grass. No, I just want to be inside. No noise. Nice warm darkness. Yep.
Anyway, that's me.
Yes, and Mick?
Speaking of warm darkness, what are you up to, PlanetKhaos? In your
Bearded has your back. So I'm PlanetKhaos Art on Twitch. On Instagram, I'm PlanetKhaos_art. And right now I'm drawing D&D monsters and characters and that kind of stuff on Twitch. So if you want to see that stuff, come find me on there. And I'll pass it right back to Bearded.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm beardedjalapno on your Instagrams, your Twitch, your Twitters. Mostly on Twitter. I'll be streaming tomorrow if you guys want to stop by. I'll be drawing some D&D stuff. I'll be inking some stuff up. But yeah, other than that, just chilling. What about you, Connor?
Yep, my name is conorhughes. You can find me on twitch.tv/conorhughes. Stream comic making. I actually got a Kickstarter going right now. It's at Kickstarter with White Ash Volume 1. That's White Ash Volume 1. It's a comic book where it's like Romeo and Juliet meets Lord of the Rings set in rural Pennsylvania. So
Can
it's
I
awesome.
just ask you, Connor, just once. Can you not just go a single stream without selling out and promoting?
I mean, that's what I do.
That's literally his job.
Connor, I got a message here during the stream that said that you're having a smashing success. You've gone past 2 stretch goals already. Is this true?
Yes, that is true.
So you're saying the stretch goals for the Kickstarter for White Ash Volume 1 have been hugely successful.
Yep, and we have.
I feel like you dropped that one.
Did I?
Yeah, yes.
A little bit. We got you, though.
That would have been worth a mention, yeah.
The drawn blades stick together.
Yeah. Yes. Well, not always good on the salesman, but when you got friends that help you, that compensates sometimes. So that helps. So thank you very much, AP. Yeah, no, we've smashed two stretch goals. We've got more pinups planned and things like that from very special people.
Nice.
So keep on keeping on. So thank you very much. And AP.
Am I the last one in the line?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
Congratulations. We got here. We'll probably be back next week. Con will be back next week. Who knows who will be drawing? I guess we'll figure it out.
I might be up unless anyone else wants to drop in.
Yeah, it is your turn. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we'll have Connor back for more drawing, and we'll see if the party blows through all of their spells and abilities in the literal first combat of the night. Do that thing where you use all of your stuff immediately and sold nothing back. Those are my favorite fights. There definitely won't be multiple fights.
That reminds me of how much I enjoyed Bane's voice in The Dark Knight Rises. Where he's like, "You fight like a younger man. You hold nothing back." Like, I love that. It's almost like Bela Lugosi, but like
Bane's accent is not a real accent. Literally, no one talks like that.
I love that voice, though. It's such a great voice.
The Batman.
I don't like a lot of that movie, but I love Tom Hardy.
There's some people who absolutely love that movie. They think it's one of the greatest movies ever made.
I mean, it is a movie that was made.
Yes, it is a movie that was made. I'll tell you what, I have been burned out on creating stuff, so much so that last night my podcast group was like, maybe we shouldn't podcast. And I was like, no, I'm good. And they're like, maybe we shouldn't podcast. So if I've done this correctly, something cool might happen at the end of the stream here. I don't know if I've done it correctly, but we'll see. And that's only for people watching live. If you're on YouTube, I guess get wrecked. But no matter where you're watching from, you should know that next week we'll have another episode and we'll figure out what's happening with these people. And also,
I think we know what's happening, Rik-Jaxx.
Why are you blaming Rik-Jaxx?
Yeah.
We don't know anything.
What else is new?
I mean, I've got to blame someone because it's probably my fault somehow. So if I start deflecting now.
If you want to see more Cottontail, she'll be joining me as usual Thursday nights at 8 Eastern for Battletech, where some of these guys show up to watch, and we're doing a special guest arc on that show as well. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, AP.
Yeah, thank you guys, and have a good night, folks at home.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.